So life just happens utterly spontaneously. There's no one making life happen. And it's a seamless flowingness. It's like a dancing. And like a dancing, there's no special place to be. And there's nowhere to get to. There's no goal. It's utterly meaningless. It's really beautiful. So the self needs meaning. It feels separate, and so it sees everything else as separate. And it doesn't feel right. And so it tries to make sense of all of it by connecting all of these separate pieces together, like connecting the dots and trying to make some kind of meaning out of it, or giving life a purpose and claiming that it's my life. But when we look, we can see that we're not the thinker of our thoughts. We don't choose our emotions. They just happen. All phenomena is utterly uncaused. There aren't separate bits of it. It's just a flowing, a falling, and it's seamless without separate parts that need to be put back together somehow. And everything's included in this. So even if you feel like it's not a flowing, then that's included. Or if you feel like you're the thinker of your thoughts, that's included. You can't get out of it. There's no you who can step out of life and change it at all. And it might feel like that, and then that's included. So if you feel this great desire to find meaning and connect the dots, then that's what's going on. And if you feel great sadness, then that's what's going on. And if you feel great joy, then that's what's going on. And if your thoughts just go constantly, and if they feel disturbing, then that's what's going on. There's not a separate you who can choose to accept or reject thoughts, or decide to pay attention to them or not. That's just what's happening. And feeling like you can, then that's what's happening. So you can't avoid, you can't stop this flowingness. You can't capture it. You can't understand it. There's no separate things to be understood and no separate understander. So the whole idea of meaning, of purpose, just relaxes when you see that it is a seamless, unitary expanse, edgeless vastness. And then you also realize that there is no personal autonomy. You've never been on the hook. It's never been you that's decided these things that go on, even though it might have felt that way. So there's a great, great relaxation when we see that life really has no meaning. And then you stop trying to do life, because life happens whether you feel like you're trying to do it or not trying to do it. It's effortless, even if it feels effortful. All the arisings happen totally spontaneously. If you're feeling that it's contrived, that happens naturally. Or if it feels natural, that happens naturally. So there's really no escaping this seamless flowingness of life. And realizing that is really stupendous, because you realize that nothing ever needed to be done. No effort was ever required. But that was all part of it too. So you don't have to align yourself with reality. What could be out of line with life? You know, everything's included in it. And it's like, you know, I don't have to try to make the clouds move across the sky. And even if it feels like I'm efforting to make my feet go up the hill, there really isn't any effort in it all happening. That's just a thought that says that it's hard to do or something. It might even feel hard to do, but that also arises utterly spontaneously without you having to do a thing.